Okay, so we are live again. This time we have a person from one of the HubSpot offices, one of the international HubSpot offices. She's joining from Dublin, and she's going to be speaking about growth. In fact, she's one of our keynote speakers today. That's Jurate. Welcome, Jurate, to our session. Just several words of introduction about her. She has 10 plus years of experience in sales leadership for starters as well as some established companies. And in the next 30 minutes, she's going to be speaking about how to grow your business within HubSpot. Welcome, Jurate, again.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. It's really, really great to be here. Sorry, Georgie, can I just ask you, how do I share my screen again? How do I share my
Yes. If you go down, you would be able to see icons for camera, microphone, and the third thing is present to audience. Can you see it?
On the right-hand side.
On the bottom, sorry.
At the bottom. Yeah, what am I looking for, Georgie?
The third bottom. You have an arrow. Just press there and you should be able to share your screen.
Okay, wonderful. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay.
All right. You find it?
I have. Yeah.
Right.
Can you all see my screen?
Yeah, I think we can see it. And I don't know, I think it should be done on every screen. You have a place on the upper right side corner where you can click on full screen for our audience so that you can see Jurate's presentation in really your full screen. So I'm doing that and giving the floor to her.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Hey, guys, it is so lovely to be here. My name is Jurate. I am a growth specialist and a strategist here at HubSpot. And I advise hundreds of companies, SMEs and enterprise companies, how to really grow better and grow their business quicker. So I'm kind of here to share some advice, or kind of here to share information about HubSpot and what is possible if you kind of decide to take the next step towards digitalization. So I'm hoping that you will be able to take away some knowledge from today, and hopefully that you will be able to put it into action. So I'm going to start with this. Today's most disruptive companies are winning on customer experience. This has never been more true. Obviously today, with the current pandemic, obviously it's very, very, very important to focus on customer experience. And when I say being disruptive, it doesn't necessarily mean being the largest company in Bulgaria, but being ahead of your local competition and making sure that you delight your customers first before anything else. So here in HubSpot, we have 4,000 employees in 11 offices all over the world. And if you ask any of us at any time, what is our main priority and what's our motto every single day? And with no fail, everyone is going to say that we are here to delight our customers. And based on our company's DNA, we have created HubSpot CRM Platform so that you can delight your customers best and be that disruptive company that kind of goes to the next level. And I suppose that's what HubSpot is all about. Then let's have a look at the history of HubSpot. Sorry, guys. Let's have a look at the history of HubSpot. So we launched in 2006. We got our IPO in 2014. And since that, our growth has just rocketed. So today, over 100,000 customers in more than 100 countries use HubSpot software to transform the way they attract, engage, and delight customers. So we started with Marketing Hub only, but now HubSpot is comprised of Marketing, Sales, Service Hub, our new baby Operations Hub, and a CMS, which is obviously all kind of sits on top of our free CRM. And what that tech stack does to you and other companies, it allows you to attract complete strangers that have never heard of your business, and then to convert them to promoters, and then obviously in turn grow your business better. I kind of wasn't sure if starting with COVID is probably the best way to begin my talk, but I decided against it. I decided to go with it. I just think it's the best way to show you how powerful HubSpot really is, and how it's helping thousands of companies really overcome the complexities of the current B2B market. So COVID-19 has had a devastating effect on businesses all around the world, but it really didn't affect us in the same way. And instead, we've had a phenomenal customer and revenue growth figures from 2019 to now. So this year, we reached another milestone of achieving 1 billion in annual revenue, which obviously we were hugely grateful for, and you can see it on this graph here. But there's a reason. There's a reason why this is happening. But even if we go back before COVID, because our growth has started probably around 2016 or so. So the reason is that the way customers are buying from B2B businesses has really dramatically changed. They don't want to be reached by suppliers, and they want to be really they want to be reaching out to suppliers when they're ready to talk to them, right? So this is the difference, where before the B2B suppliers would really attack aggressively their customers, where now that power has shifted to the customers. Also, when COVID has happened, companies looked at alternative ways to generate business, and inbound really is one of the best ways to do so, because what you're able to do is you're able to leverage your own website as a shop window and to generate business. And that is just really important nowadays, and it has been now more than ever, but it has been important a couple of years beforehand. So hence, HubSpot has grown so dramatically, and I suppose, look, it's just very lucky that HubSpot is the grandfather of inbound. So look, we were just lucky, and we were at the right time. If some of you are unfamiliar what inbound actually is, it's a methodology of growing your organization by building meaningful, lasting relationships with consumers, prospects, and customers. Because we all know when your customers succeed, you succeed. And when customers find success and share that success with others, it really attracts prospect to your organization, creates a self-sustaining machine that is really easy to run. And this is how your organization builds momentum. And this is why the inbound methodology serves as a strong foundation for any organization. And on the other hand, when anything that slows your company down is friction. And often what really slows your company down is the handoff between teams, right? So let's say from the marketing team to the sales team or the service team. So alignment and communication between teams are really the key to kind of keeping your company growth. And again, that's where HubSpot comes in and helps you to achieve that alignment between the teams. Let's go to the next slide. So when your organization is based on inbound methodology and is using HubSpot CRM platform, your marketing, sales, and service functions can really add force and eliminate friction through the contract, through the attract, engage, and delight process. Obviously, because that's how you kind of attract a stranger to your business and then convert them to highly qualified leads. So all organizations functions should not be responsible, or should be responsible for removing friction and simply not creating it, right? And then again, HubSpot CRM platform, traditionally, when the market definition for CRM was sales software. But truly, the real definition is really customer relationship management. And in 2001, we believe it's critical to put your customers at the very center of experience management. And you guys can really build that momentum in your company by investing in strategies that acquire and retain customers. And you have incredible HubSpot partners here in Bulgaria, if you are based in Bulgaria, who are Limacon and United Partners, and who are really top level experts in their field and can really assist you with growth strategies and implementing these strategies in line with HubSpot software. Okay, so the really natural question is, so what do we need to do to actually grow our business? Excuse me for a second. Yes, so the natural question is, what do you need to do? So you need to attract the right people who are complete strangers to your business. You need to engage them at the right time. They have the right content, and you need to delight them so that they find success with your product or service. I know it seems pretty simple. So we're talking about taking someone from the anonymous part on the left-hand side to taking them to the point B, which is very far right of the slide, and creating them as a promoter. The thing is, however, as it is a linear line, as we can see, however, it's anything but simple, right? The reality is that your customer experience is anything but linear. So let's say they might hit the website, they might fill out a form, but they might never engage with marketing. Sales might pick them up and move them through the sales process, but the person is not in the buying window, so they're not ready to buy yet. So again, the salespeople reach out to them at the wrong time. Your leads and your customers, your potential customers, they might live on social media versus email, where your marketing department are bombarding them with emails, right? So they might just need a little more education from your service team to really help them to understand the value that you provide as a company. So as you can see, there are these wiggles and not straight lines, and you are going back and forward, and you're like trying to really understand what are these customers and these leads are looking from you. And it's very, very difficult to achieve that. Well, it's impossible to achieve that without an actual proper tech stack, right? So HubSpot, as I mentioned before, HubSpot has been around for 15 years now, and we have just hit 100,000 customers. Again, we're super, super proud. And we run hundreds of thousands of calls with companies, again, big and small, like SMEs and huge enterprises. And when we untangle some of that complexity, when the challenges teams facing managing the buyer experiences, we pulled out 5 really core elements that help them make the experience engine run, right? So just like elements that you and I need, like let's say water and air to survive, our customers need these components to come to you and convert, right? So they need content to reach people who are unaware that you exist. You need messaging to start the conversation with them. You need automation to really streamline the process. You need reporting and insights to understand what works and what isn't. So then you're able to really change and adapt based on that information. Then, of course, the underlying layer is the data that you capture for all of this. And you're able, unless you have that data sitting in one area and one holistic system, it's very difficult for you to do anything, for you to execute any of these parts that we spoke about. So it's really a complex process. And again, to achieve all of this, you can either look at all of these separate tools and all of these separate softwares that you're looking at on your screen, or you can look at a one kind of all-in-one solution like HubSpot. Now let's move on and have a look at what the actual tools are, right? And obviously all of this, like, you're like, okay, look, it's fantastic, you're telling us this and you're telling us what to do, but like, how do we do this? So you do this by using the right software. So HubSpot CRM, it really is a unified platform to help you grow better. It's the backbone. Our CRM is the backbone of the software and the main source of truth for all departments. As you can see on the screen, the CRM will unify your marketing, sales and service databases, the content management and company records. So all of the information from your leads and your customers and their previous buying history and all of their history, right? The lifetime value and all of that stuff will live within your CRM. And then your teams will be able to share context between one another. So again, sometimes there are important pieces of information that go missing because the teams are communicating with one another on silo platforms like Excel, right, or ERP, for example. And then there's no kind of like a one-point solution where they can all share information between one another about customers and leads. So that's your CRM. So Marketing Hub is then obviously added to the CRM, which are the additional tools. Marketing Hub is by far my favorite hub within our tech stack, and Marketing Hub really has every single tool that your marketing team require to attract those strangers, engage them, and convert them to prospects, to highly qualified leads, and pass them to sales when they're ready to talk. Even when they are a customer, the Marketing Hub will be able to pinpoint the upsell and cross-sell opportunities, and again, nurture those opportunities automatically. Really, it's a super, super powerful tool. So when you talk about attract, so what do you actually need? Like, you don't actually, when we think about attracting strangers, right? You don't just want anyone coming to your website. You want people visiting who are most likely to become your leads and ultimately happy customers. Yeah. And so how do you actually get there, right? You're like saying, like, look, this is all fantastic, but how do we attract these people that could be good customers instead of someone that are time wasters? So this is how. So you attract more leads by creating a relevant content at the right time. So the tools that you see mentioned here at the very top and within the attract attention part are your blogs, your SEO, your videos, your ads, your social media. With the help of these tools, you will attract the right audience to your website. Also, use the content strategy and the SEO tool together to build your authority in search, in Google search, and rank for the topics that really matter the most to your prospects. So then when you create those blogs and that content, then publish these using the blogs tool, and then also create videos, and then you can publish these across your social media networks. So there's really no limitation what this attract section tool can do for you. However, there's only one thing I think that's important to mention. Based on speaking to a lot of companies in CE market, my feedback would be, when generating leads is the most important part of your business and when it's your deepest pain point, I really feel that working with a HubSpot agency is the best solution, because they can instantly kind of kick the strategy off, right? They know the tool inside out, and they know what are the best practices, and they know how to use it. So instead of wasting your time and wasting a lot of your time trying to learn it and trying to execute it, I think it's just much easier to go to a HubSpot partner who can really help you with this particular part. Obviously all parts, but I just feel this particular part, if the leads is what you really need, I feel partner is a best way forward. Now, next, so create ads. Obviously, again, we're still on the attract part of the hub. Create ads to increase awareness of your brand with your target audiences. So again, this is one of my favorite tools, because you're able to segment your database based on any criteria you wish. So that means that you're able to be so granular about how you advertise and who you advertise to and what message your leads are seeing. So you can have a very, very specific messaging to a CEO of the company, or let's say a list of CEOs of the company. You could have a very, very specific messaging to, let's say, a blocker, right, who's preventing your sales team or your marketing messages to go through to that particular segment. So I think the ad tool really works just incredibly for kind of target for account-based marketing. Yeah, so account-based marketing strategies, the ad tool is incredible. And then any marketing asset that your team creates, the beauty of HubSpot is, again, they're able to report on ROI, on the exact ROI. They're able to analyze all marketing efforts, and they're able to stay informed on what has worked and where you need to improve. Again, that's the beauty of working with a tool like software, because normally marketing companies are really working in the dark. They're spending a lot of digital advertising, social media advertising, all these channels, trying to nurture leads from all angles, but they have no idea. If you actually ask your marketing team, look, like out of the spend of X, how many new leads we've received, how many new customers they've received, they're gonna find it difficult to give you that information. Engage. So obviously you attract them. The next step is really to engage them. So, use the HubSpot conversations to create lasting relationships with prospects on all channels they prefer, right? So you can use email, you can use bot, you can use live chat, or a messaging app. And then obviously use the conversion tools like the CTAs, like forums and white papers, to really capture the information of prospects that visit your site, so that then the marketing team are able to engage with them, right? The other thing that is also super, super impressive, and we're in the middle of the convert lead part, is use all the prospects and customers information in the CRM that you already gathered to personalize their website experience using smart content. And on top of that, use the A/B testing to see what resonates with your audiences the best. Because obviously you might be going after different markets and different segments, so different messaging would resonate with different audiences. And then with the A/B testing, you can really test that. Excuse me. Yeah, so where were we? So obviously personalizing at its very, very best. So then create brand loyalty with obviously specific audiences, and then with your social content and ads. The social tool is also very, very important. And one thing that obviously I forgot, which is probably the best in terms of actually nurturing your actual leads on scale, is use email and marketing automation in conjunction with HubSpot visitors tracking ability to deliver the right information to the right person at the right time every single time, right? And that happens without fail. Again, if you ask your marketing team, how do we nurture these leads? Do we know what their intent is? Do we know when they're coming back? I can guarantee you that the answer is going to be no. So then what does that mean? Like all of those tools that you've seen on the screen, what does that actually mean to your business? So what it means to your business is that you can use data to segment and target your audiences flawlessly. You can leverage automation to nurture contacts and hand off leads when they're ready to speak to the sales team. Instead of every single request that come in via form, send them off to sales team and let the sales team waste their time. Pass the leads onto the sales team when they're warm, when they've shown intent, right? And then also create consistent content without the help of web developers. You have no idea how much time the marketing team waste waiting for developers to do something for them. So again, this will not be necessary any longer. I think you might hear me better. I think my headphones were actually unplugged.
Yeah, I think we can hear you great now. Yeah, and just Jurate, as I already am here, just we have several more seconds. So can you recap, or minutes, more like?
Sorry,
minutes.
I've lost my presentation. Hold on a second. Here we are. Okay, marketing. That's where we were. Okay, so where did we finish? Yes, the developers and the time wasting. Honestly, you have no idea how much time your marketing team are wasting on waiting for developers to do anything for them, like a form or a landing page or change any content on the website. It's really time consuming. Then what they're able to do is report an ROI. And again, as I mentioned before, you will know exactly from the spend that the marketing team have allocated to each campaign, what's the actual ROI, how many sales you got, and then keep your messaging consistent across emails, live chats, and more. Moving on to the Sales Hub. So it's a time-saving tool that will give you deeper insights into the prospects, will automate busy work for you. So for sales teams, friction is really the ultimate foe. A lot of sales teams out there are stitching together individual pain point solutions like Excel, like ERP, or perhaps they might be even using the back end for kind of lead and customer analysis purposes. And the information is lost, right? So because there's no one kind of holistic solution or one holistic platform that they're using, the information is lost. It's really hard to manage, and it really slows your team down. And at the same time, it stalls your company's growth. So Sales Hub really eliminates friction by bringing all your tools and data together in one easy to use, powerful platform that your whole team will absolutely love. And let's have a look at the actual tools themselves. So the start conversation at the top here, your sales team will get noticed a lot more. They'll never miss an opportunity to connect with prospects. They can start conversations with email templates, sequences and tracking, then conversation intelligence, call tracking, and then obviously contact management. You obviously want to then deepen your relationships with these leads. So you obviously need to build trust and establish lasting relationships. You can do that with meeting schedulers, with sales automation, again, account-based marketing, your live chat, and one-to-one videos. This is the one-to-one videos, probably my favorite tool within the Sales Hub. Do not underestimate your sales team are sending out emails, and these people at the receiving end, as you know, they get hundreds and hundreds of emails every single day. And most of these emails probably will actually go unopened. And video is really the new kid on the block. So I think instead of sending an email, what your sales team are able to do is actually record themselves on a screen, make it very personalized, and go, look, guys, this is who I am. Chat to me, right? So it just makes it so much more personal, and it's just easier to build a relationship. Then obviously manage pipeline. So they can manage the pipeline with task automation. They get full visibility into the health of their business, and then obviously with the forecasting tool, you see the health of the business too. So let's not forget that the important part of this also, which is your reporting. So you, as the CEO or as a commercial director, you're able to see the complete overview of your sales team's performance by bringing all their data together in one place. And then you're able to analyze your sales team's effectiveness, and you're also able to pinpoint the areas for improvement, because if there's no data on their sales and their KPIs and you know what is actually happening with their sales days, it's very difficult for you as the sales leader or as the company owner to actually coach them and see what is happening and where are they kind of falling short, and what you can do for them. So this is your Sales Hub. What does that mean to you? So obviously it's great to have all of these tools, but what does that mean to you again? So, excuse me. use data to prioritize your outreach and predict pipeline health. Leverage automation and put prospecting on autopilot. Create sales enablement content that's accessible and on brand, right? Again, it's so important that everything from your marketing emails, sales emails, from templates, from content, it's all, it has one voice, which is your voice. And when it's very difficult to do that, if you don't have a tool like HubSpot. Report on rep efficiency with robust forecasting and sales analytics, and then keep your messaging consistent across all touch points, as I said. The other part of the tool that I really, really like is what you're able to do is, let's say we will be sending out, or they will be sending out sequences. Excuse me, they're sending out sequences, and what you're able to do is you're able to analyze each salesperson's sequences efficiency. So for example, you can say, hey, Peter, I can see that you're sending out the sequence and that the booking ratio to that sequence is 20%. So then what you can do is you can say to all of the rest of the sales team, hey guys, why don't you copy the sequence? So you can also try and use that, because maybe that message that Peter is sending out to our customers is just catches them more, right? Because he's getting 20% booking from these. Service Hub. Okay, Service Hub. You actually, I was kind of doing a little bit of research. I was trying to make this presentation as entertaining for you as possible, and I came across this research from Gartner, and they have done kind of research on B2B revenue and customer support and kind of like overall customer interaction. And what they found is that 1.6 trillion euro is actually lost each year due to poor customer service. I think you all agree it is just simply unacceptable. And it costs you 5 times more to acquire a new customer than it does to retain an existing one. And some companies still to this day have no processes in place to make sure customers are happy and continuing to be their promoters. And they're spending thousands and thousands and thousands of actually attracting that stranger to their business. They spend thousands on educating their salespeople, on kind of, you know, improving their sales processes. And once they get that customer, it's like they drop the mic. I think that's probably the best way of saying it. And don't be that company. Don't drop the mic. Once you have your customer converted, do not drop the mic. And Service Hub is the hub that will help you to hold on to that mic, right? So customer service software that gives you all the tools you need to provide world-class service efficiently. And then again, it unites teams. There's a ticketing service, there's obviously team management, and then you have your conversation bots where your service team are able to provide information on your website to your customers right on the spot. Obviously, really kind of taking away that friction of customers having to wait. Or if there is a need to wait, if it's a technical support that's needed, again, they can create a ticket from within the bot. It couldn't be easier. Then obviously you're able to scale your support. You're able to have knowledge base feature that's added to your website, where all the questions that you're getting from your customers, what you're able to do is you're able to create actual articles instead of having to come back and repeat the same answers over and over again. What your customer is able to do is actually just search for that particular question, and then an actual article on the knowledge base will come up, helping them to solve that, right? And then if it doesn't solve it, obviously it could be something very minor. If it's something that requires an actual customer support, then they will come back to the chatbot and they will speak to you again, right? So it helps you to scale that support. Task automation, ticket automation, and all that stuff, and email sequences again really help you to scale your business. Then obviously power proactive services. So all of your reporting, you want to see how effective your team are. Again, you want to see in terms of the productivity, you want to see how quickly the tickets are closed. You want to see the for example, an NPS survey, happy your customers are, and if there's again an area that you need to improve on with the Net Promoter Score survey, you will be able to do that, right? And then again, time to close reports and all of that stuff. So Service Hub is a powerful tool that will really help you to streamline your support. Again, what does that mean to you? What it means is that you are able to use data to understand complete history of every customer. You're able to leverage automation to resolve customer issues quickly and efficiently. And you're able to create knowledge-based content that aligns with your brand. You're able to create reports on customer insights and the efficiency of your service, and then tackle all of your messaging right from the CRM. Powerful. CMS, very self-explanatory. You wouldn't
just to
actually
interrupt here.
believe how much time the marketing team actually waste on trying to change elements of your website, and it really costs your business a lot, because this resource could be spending a lot more time in engaging your customers and attracting their customers and delighting them, instead of focusing on kind of technical tasks. So use your data to build, with the HubSpot CMS, you're able to use your data to build personalized, sophisticated experience for your leads and your customers. You're able to leverage automation to help scale your website. You're able to create better content by removing gatekeepers. Again, you're able to report and optimize effortlessly, and then you're able to keep your messaging consistent across all touch points. It just all kind of really makes it much easier for you to manage. There's one hub, I've mentioned it earlier in this. There's one hub that I haven't included in here. It's our Operations Hub. It's our baby. It just launched a couple of weeks ago, and it really is, as it sounds, it's for your operation teams. So it really helps you with data sync, programmable automation, and then like data quality automation. Because if you have large quantities of data, it really goes in silos, right? So without Operations Hub, it could be difficult to reach out to large number of audiences without being able to kind of clean the data automatically, okay? So then HubSpot we also understand, look, we're not, I know I was like saying we have all these tools, we can help you do anything, and we can, but there are some parts that you as a business, and every single business is very, very different, but there's some parts as a business that we would not be able to help you with. Like, again, I mentioned ERP, for example, right? We don't have an ERP, but what we do have, we have a marketplace. So if there's any specific tool that's very specific, like ERP or a super advanced account-based marketing software or tool that you don't find within HubSpot, you can actually add applications from within our marketplace. So we have over 500 integrations that you can literally connect to HubSpot with one click of a button. But also, if you don't find that, the beauty of HubSpot is that we are a platform. We have an open API, and then if the software that you are using or you're thinking of using has an open API, you can always integrate that with HubSpot. So there's really no blockers in you growing and you moving ahead with technology when new technology does come on board. And again, HubSpot, I know I've talked about all of the hubs, but again, the beauty of HubSpot is, and a lot of our customers pick and choose what hub they're using. So, someone might just really need, lead generation might be their main priority, and they might just need, say, Marketing Hub, right? Maybe they're using Salesforce already, and they're like, look, we're married to Salesforce, and we just don't want to leave Salesforce, but we love your Marketing Hub, and we're gonna get the Service Hub. So that's no problem, right? You can pick and choose the hubs that you want to use, and a lot of our customers would be doing that. So that is it from me. Let me go back. That is it from me. I hope that you have enjoyed I hope that you have enjoyed the presentation, and let me see if you have any questions.
Great, thank you very much, Jurate. You can hear me, right? Because I tried to add several things after one of your thoughts. You can hear me, right?
Georgie, I cannot hear you actually.
You cannot. And what about the others? Can you hear me? Can you write in the comments so that we are sure we don't have any technical issues?
Okay, take care. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Okay. Thank you very much. So we are getting into our next session. So thank you for being here to the whole audience, and see you in our next panel starting just in 1 minute. See you there, and thank you, Jurate.